Hello everyone. What I've got out here so far is this is a no contact situation, right? Because you were dealing with someone who was a player and they were playing games with you, being all strategic, right? Trying to play mind games and play with your heartstrings. That's why there's no contact, okay? Because you prefer your peace. Now, this looks like it should have been a sacred union, right? Because we've got divine masculine, divine feminine out here. But it's over, right? It seems. So you're feeling a lot happier since you left, okay? But since you left, the masculine energy is just thinking of you all the time and they have no sense of direction anymore. They don't know what to do, right? This is like a signpost up in the clouds, right? So they're ungrounded as well. Don't have a clue what direction to go in because, well, they really messed this up with you. You value your peace, right? And honesty. You want truthful connections, right? You're a divine feminine. You're not going to mess around with a player, right? Obviously. So now this masculine is salty, bitter, angry, and petty, right? Because they were a player with you. Right, okay. This seems like back to front thinking. If someone was playing with you, right, and being weird, so you leave, why are they annoyed at you? Because you didn't put up with someone messing with you? Well, it seems to be the case, okay? Some people just think weird. So now they feel trapped, stuck with no options because you left or they shut you out or whatever it was, okay? Your happiness and your peace is more important to you, obviously, right? Yeah, so you're in no contact. You're valuing your peace. You're looking good. Feminine. Here you are. Chilling. In your peaceful vibe. Being true to yourself. Okay. What else do we need to say about this? Oh, I don't like that. Right. You've got narcissistic love bombing going on here. Right, that would unground you, right? I'm not sure if this is what they did. Yeah, they were trying to love bomb you or something to unground you so that you couldn't grow. Okay. Yeah, they were charmed and used you. They might have tried to charm you. And you put up your boundaries, right? Because you knew they were like a snake charmer. It's not real, right? Yeah, maybe they were trying to pretend that they would commit to you or something. Because a player isn't going to put a ring anywhere, right? So it was like some sort of fake love bombing situation. And what does the viewer need to know about this? Well, what does the divine feminine need to know about this? It's a dead relationship. It seems like, yeah. This is on the bottom of the deck, okay? Drowning, over your head, overextended, rock bottom. Well, if this person was very narcissistic, right, that's what would happen. You would lose all of your grounding, and end up at rock bottom. Okay. So, is this person going to be a problem? Let's see. Devil. I would say so. Hold on. Oh, God. Okay, this person who's angry, bitter, salty, and petty, right? Whoever that is to you, they're showing up as the devil when I said, are they going to be a problem, right? So that's a yes. They're going to come in and say they want to work on things with you. They might even go as far as saying they want to build and become a family, right? They want a clean slate. They might have actually say they've changed, right? And it would be really quickly. Like, so quickly, someone wouldn't actually change that fast, right? And then they want to offer you a new beginning. But there's a big but in here, right? The bottom of the deck. Moving forward, right? With what looks like the truth. But as it turns out, it's more manipulation, right? That's your warning. They're just coming in to play with you again. Yep. They're just coming in to play with you. Be careful with this person. They're a player. They're still a player. They haven't changed. They're just trying to trick you again. Okay. If this is, I don't want to keep saying narcissist, but if it is, or someone who's narcissistic like, if they do this to people all the time, they're not going to all of a sudden change overnight and be a good person, right? They're going to come in and mess with you just like they did before. So don't let them. That's your advice, really, okay? Just to let you, give you the heads up that they're not going to be, you know, changing and being nice to you. But this is where the love bombing comes in, right? They might try love bombing you. So watch out and be prepared. Okay? But you're in peace now and bothering about the truth. So I know maybe love bombing can be quite powerful stuff, but if you're aware of it and know what it is, then it would be ineffective. Okay? So just giving you the heads up on this. Be careful. Okay? Right, that's all I've got for you today. Thank you for listening. Thanks for liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Right, bye.